Hello, LalaAnAbsolute. This is my animation and my video. This is a Spider-sona trend. I saw some and really liked them, so I wanted to do my own. In a second after my beautifully first time animation, here, this is all my nuts, and here I'll let you see the time lapse here so that it's a bit less confusing as what I did. Right now I'm just piling a bunch of information about spiders. I ended up going with the gray orb weaver and the Chilean rose. Now you see I made some notes there, and I'm making a bunch of more notes in the pinkish, which is for me. I'm an artist, so I want a web pen, which could do a bunch of things, such as like more intricate webs in web shooter and web bombs, more like maybe use it as like an actual pen for colors. So a bunch of cool ideas there. And then there are more things about me. Like I'm a coward. Which would make me hesitate. I'm bad at athletics, which is really bad for flight and fighting. I am often hit in the face. I've been hit in the face 3 times in a singular month, so a lot of fun there. And then next up, we have the brown hair. I have brown hair, but the Chilean rose tarantula that I used for like part of the spider design does more of have a copper. It does have brown, but also a bit more of a copper, orangish, ginger type look. So I added a streak in. And I kind of want to blend in as a civilian because I'm a pretty plain person, to be fair. Now, spiders, both of them, they can comb silk, which all spiders can do, I think. And I have like a parachute because I did a flying spider, but I'm scared of heights. I'm also afraid of spiders and bugs, but so are spiders. You see, bigger bugs and spiders scare them because the worst enemy you can have is competition, and spiders do camouflage each other, so. And in a town or city, at least one of those spiders, I can't remember which one, actually likes metal and is rarely found in nature, which is really weird, but it is nice. And they hang around like water, but I'm a bad swimmer, so I do like swimming, but I'm bad at it. And neither are too venomous. They're not really dangerous, but the dosage, depending on your size and like immunity to that type of stuff, can hinder whether or not it's gonna really affect you. And I want an obscured figure at least a little bit. I did not do a very good job of that in the end, but I did try. No, I really didn't. The Chilean rose, which is the red and copper tarantula, is also a bit brown. So you can ignore that. I already covered that. And mainly alone. Spiders and myself are mostly alone. Now I know you've been looking at this forever, so I'm going to try to quickly wrap this up because I'm bored of looking at it too. I want to show you what I drew. Okay, web pens. I already covered that. Many thoughts, which would lead to me be hesitant and a bit of a coward, but good strategy. A metal mask, so if I get hit in the face, it doesn't hurt again. Ignore me. I already covered my brown hair plus the copper streak. Mild venom, I just explained that. A small friend group, both heroes and villains later. That is a spoiler. for a story I may or may not make later. I don't know if this gets enough traction, maybe. I am scared of big bugs and arachnids. We already covered that. And the color webs are just colored, and they are nothing special other than I can use them to draw anytime I want. Alright, finally, the pros and cons. Strategy. I am very good at strategy because I think a lot. I can glide, which is the flying spider thing. Mild venom, already explained that based on enemy size and your immunity. Precise webs, because of my pen. I already covered that. Web notification network. You already seen the movie, if you have, where the lizard guy is kind of running around in the sewers, and he uses his webs to find them. So, that's what I kind of was thinking of there. Now, I am light and quick-ish. I did not get as much of the super strength and speed as the original Spider-Man, so I had to work a lot more with my brain, even though I'm not really that smart either. And trapping. I have to use my brain, even though it's pretty small and smooth. Now, cons. Quick fire, because I don't like talking about that type of stuff. Overthinking. I think too much. I'm thinking way too much. Scared of heights, bad athletics, can't really fight very well. Somewhat fragile. I didn't get the super strength and speed again, and, a bit more fragile. Stronger enemies can break my webs, which would be super annoying for trying to capture somebody. But they have to be pretty strong, to be fair, so not any, normal person can do it. At least I gave myself that. And then a bad swimmer. The type of spiders I researched like water, hate nature, like metal. So, bad swimmer, even though I like water. Accurate in real life, too. We are moving on to designing my spider. You see, this person I was watching, I will give them proper credit in the description, came up with their own Spider-sona and designed their spider. I just did already, but it's not finished. I'm designing the suit in civilian form first. So here, this will be my spider, superhero side of the screen. On the opposite side of, there will be my civilian form, which I will use to be more discreet and, not be chased around by villains 24/7. That would be very, very annoying to deal with. I imagine. I don't actually know, I swear. I'm not secretly a superhero or something. Don't ask. Here, I added the metal mask, which I am so happy about, because I would not want to be hit in the face and have to go to school the next day and be like, don't worry about it. But everyone's going to be worrying about it, because everyone's going to be worrying about it. Are you okay? Yeah, you wouldn't really want to deal with that. So I did try to think about my actual channel too. I like the galaxy gradient, and in my logo is the night sky, in the banner for my channel at least. So I tried to add a little bit of that in, and I love the yin yang stuff. So the little moon and sun thing really, really makes me happy. It's one of my favorite themes ever. And look at that suit. Look at that suit. I did a great job. How did I do that? Looking at it, how did I do that? I don't know, but, I did it. And I did some, cross-hatching for the spider webs, at least most of the places, the upper body. For some of it, you can see how the webbing is not actually entirely just the cross-hatching, which I did like how I did. Makes it look a little bit interesting, probably going to be a bit difficult to repeat, so feel free to ignore that if you ever draw me for whatever reason. And there, I just finished drawing my civilian persona, which is actually pretty accurate. I would wear that. And I'm starting in on my colors. I left it flat and unshaded because I thought it'd be easier, you know, and like there's not really a light source here. So why not just leave it unshaded? Don't change the lines. I usually change lines to help like blend in a bit more. Like I change like from black for the hair color to like a dark brown. But I did not do that here. I did try to find a few places where it would work, but I overall like the black outlines for this because it reminisces on the... Okay, I just needed to take a breath there, sorry. Yeah, it reminisces on the comic books, which are black and white usually, sometimes colored, but they usually have black lines, which is really nice looking, really crisp. So I decided to keep that here along with my actual style that I use. Yeah, you can see me starting to color the hair, kind of bringing over some of the colors from the hero persona to the non-hero civilian, the civilian form. And they look mostly nothing alike. I do change up like the saturation so on my civilian persona so that it wouldn't be quite as noticeable. And there is me finishing the spider design. It's not actually that size. It's still pretty large, but closer to the size of the hands instead of like literally up to their ankles a bit above. That would be slightly horrifying. And feel free to disregard the webbing I made there because I don't actually use it. There you go. There you have it. My Spider-sona in civilian. Thank you. Good morning and good night wherever you are. Because thank you for watching. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this and hope to do it again. Good day.